Hey guys, Robin here. It's been a long time, so let's get right into it. Today, I am reviewing the 1992 science fiction cult classic Freejack, starring Emilio Estevez, Anthony Hopkins, and Mick Jagger. Now, this is one of like several movies from the 90s set in the future, like Total Recall. basically, Freejack is about Alex Furlong, played by Emilio Estevez, who who a split second before his death in a race car crash in 1991, um, he is teleported. He is teleported into the far-off future year of 2009. Yep. Yeah, this movie is set in. This movie primarily takes place in New York City in 2009. And since it was made in 1991, the future version of New York City still has the original World Trade Center, with the Twin Towers prominently featured. Although apparently by 2009, there's another building that is a good 40% taller than the Twin Towers. Now, the reason why Alex was teleported into the future is because by then pollution had gotten so bad that people get sick easily, and the only way, and when rich people are dying from the pollution, they bring a healthy person. They bring a healthy person back. They bring a healthy person forward from the past, and they and they basically erase the person's consciousness, all their memories, all their personality. Their brain is reduced to a blank slate, and then the rich person's personality is basically cut and pasted into the brain of what this of what are called Freejacks, hence the title. And since the person after Alex is the most powerful person in New York City, he's got a hefty price tag. He's got a pricey reward for his capture, but he has to be captured alive. Now, now Alex's wife, he saw Alex die in 1991. Now the movie was filmed in 1991, and the scenes in the film up to Alex's near death in the Formula One crash is set in 1991, but the movie itself was released in 1992, and as you can pretty much see, it says, Alex Furlong died today. 18 years from now, he'll be running for his life. Now, if you take the year 1992 and you add 18 years onto that, you get 2010. But so I imagine that this movie was originally supposed to be released in 1991, but it got delayed. But it got delayed until 92, and for some reason they didn't think to change the 18 from. They didn't think to change the 18 to a 17 for the movie's home video release. I don't know why. You're gonna have to, I guess, figure that out for yourself. Now, now I do find it interesting when a celebrity who is mostly known for making music actually actually branches off into doing like a feature film, which I've seen before in off, off the top of my head, I've seen that happen twice before. Um, it's hap it has happened with John Denver in the 1977 hit "Oh God," which actually and just a little minor piece of trivia. This movie was actually so successful that it temporarily ended the number one box office reign of Star Wars. And the other movie that I've seen featuring a musician in a starring role is Snoop Dogg at Snoop Dogg as Huggy Bear in the Starsky and Hutch movie. Yeah. um, and I don't have a VHS copy of this, but Willie Nelson played Jesse in the Dukes of Hazzard movie with Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott. Anyway, back to Freejack. Now, now a lot of people now now there's like a bit of a debate as to how Mick Jagger and Anthony Hopkins got involved with the movie. Some people say that Mick Jagger only agreed to be in the film so he could meet Anthony Hopkins, and other people think that the only reason Anthony Hopkins got on board was so he could meet Mick Jagger, and I, I don't believe him. I mean, and I don't doubt him, him because the Rolling Stones are friggin' awesome. Now, Freejack, well, I guess there's a kind of like a genre of movies, part of a genre of movies like from the 90s with like time travel and such and like the future and alternate dimensions and stuff like that. Which, by the way, there's actually a theory about time travel that if you actually travel back into the past, you're actually traveling to a different universe, which I can kind of believe, but because if you actually were like traveling through time, only time, like you travel, like you travel from October one year to November another year, if it truly was only a time machine, you wouldn't end up on Earth. You'd wind up somewhere in space, where you'd most certainly suffocate or starve to death, depending if the car's airtight. Or actually, you'd suffocate first. Anyways, okay, got a little bit off track there. Get back to it. Anyways, anyway, this movie is pretty good. It's fun to watch. Just to see like how many things they got wrong about the year 2009, because apparently they thought that cars would look like a would they thought, well, I mean, um well, I'm gonna include I'm gonna include a link to a website down below that actually shows off the cars featured in Freejack, so you can just take a look at those for yourself. Now, this isn't like now this movie wasn't very successful. In fact, I think it didn't. In fact, I think it was a box office failure. But I really liked it because I mean, and like this movie was in my eBay cart for the longest time, along with a Chinese superhero movie called Inframan. Until one day, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm buying them. And yeah, Freejack is pretty good. I actually do recommend this one. If you're a fan of if you're a fan of Emilio Estevez, Mick Jagger, Anthony Hopkins, and movies involving time travel, yeah, I'd say check this one out. I do recommend this one. So thank you all for watching this review. Thank you all for being incredibly patient because, like, I'm so glad that I'll be able to review films again. One of the reasons that's been keeping me back is because I can only, it's because, like, well, there's no problem reviewing the film itself. The issue is uploading because uploading uses a lot of bandwidth, and my dad doesn't really like when his video stops to buffer every, like, 2 minutes, so I kind of have to work on his schedule. So, yeah, I'm glad to be back, and, well, I can only upload, like, after he's gone to sleep, or when he and Mom aren't home, because Mom also has an issue, she's just more polite about it. Anyways, thank you all for watching this return review, and I'm so happy, and my 1 year anniversary of reviewing movies is coming up, and I'm going to explain how I first got into reviewing films, well, what got me into it, so thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all soon in the near future. Peace.